ASAP, yeah.
We'll get more to Abel as the summer moves on. I feel like Abel's got some more for us.
Oh, well, we'll be hearing about him all summer.
Okay, so personally, I was like a fan of the ASAP hits. Like Goldie, Peso, Purple Swag, Ghetto
Houston
Symphony.
Sound, yeah.
Those songs are great and all, but like I was never a diehard album to album ASAP guy. And I gotta tell you, this album is groovy.
Oh yeah.
First impression, you don't have to be a diehard ASAP fan to just listen to this album. Just vibe out to it.
Great.
You don't need to know the lyrics. It's not very. There's not that many catchy lines.
I know.
Just groovy background beats. It's
absolutely.
I know we talked about this before, but you made the comparison to Pink Floyd with this.
Yeah, it's a little trippy. LSD. And I want to talk one thing about, like, specifically with the song LSD, the music video to LSD.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those kind of music videos that kind of saves hip hop music videos in general. Like, it's saving hip hop music videos. It's a creative, like, original kind of approach.
Yep.
It's really cool, really unique, and really refreshing. And I actually wasn't that excited for this album until I heard LSD. Mm-hmm. And as you know, eventually you hear the whole album and you hear that a song called "Excuse Me" is incorporated into that music video. And wow, what a phenomenal music video. The way it was recorded, the way it was shot, the cinematography, the approach to it was just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But as an album, this is I gave it a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good album. It shows how consistent ASAP is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times you see when an artist takes a long break in between his music, and between
ASAP's,
it was a 2 year span that he was working on this album. And sometimes we hear an artist change up the style a lot and sound a lot different.
Sophomore albums, right?
Yep, and a sophomore slump, as we know. Kendrick Lamar, even though he avoided the sophomore slump, he lost a little bit of his original fans because of the change in sound.
Yep.
The incorporation of jazz instrumentation and all that stuff. I wasn't too big of a fan of the sound of Kendrick's new album, but I liked it. But anyways, with ASAP, it's cool. He's doing a new thing, but it's not too distant from his his first mixtape and his first album. I really liked it. It was really smooth. My favorite tracks personally are LSD, Excuse Me, Electric Body, and I really, really like Lord Pretty Flacco Jody too.
Yep.
That shit bangs.
It's pretty catchy. It's pretty catchy.
Yeah.
I kind of got the little impression that because I know Kanye had something to do with Kanye West had something to do with the LSD music video.
I actually read something about that today.
And then
I read something about that today that he actually didn't produce that song. I forgot the name of the producer of that song, but it more or less Kanye has an influence on everyone in rap. On everyone in rap, anybody in rap, they have a Kanye influence.
But Jukebox George is pretty groovy.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a Kanye produced song.
You think Kanye's just kind of helping him out, or you think he's like?
I think Kanye is one of those artists that
he likes to see improvement.
He's one of those artists that is continuously pushing creative boundaries, and it's just like every artist that he comes in touch with feels off that. And when he talks about good music, the label, he said everyone's good music. Yeah. Anybody that makes good music is good music to him. And he's just one of those guys that is continuously trying to push the envelope, continuously trying to do new creative things, and so he's going to work with creative artists like ASAP.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love Kanye, man.
Great insight on that. I did not know much about that. And here we go. For most people, I don't think a large majority of casual fans know of this next man. I know you are a major fan of him. And for people that obviously don't know, Travis Scott released Days Before Rodeo. Ooh. It's kind of like a prelude to his album that's coming out.
Yep, Rodeo.
Yep,
Days Before Rodeo came out last year, August 2014, and I didn't really get around to them until winter of this year. And man, have I become a huge fan of Travis Scott.
It's
insane. It's a great work, and he's one of those artists.
Can you talk about the sound of his sound?
It's like you're listening to it's like you're fucking listening to like a space music from Jupiter. Like you're listening to a waterfall.
Explain that a little bit.
It's insane.
Is it with the auto-tune and the beats?
It's like a trap version of Kid Cudi.
Ah.
And Kid Cudi's a huge influence on Travis Scott. A lot of people you don't know. Kid Cudi's actually is supposed to be featured on Rodeo. Travis Scott grew up as a huge Kid Cudi fan and is one of his idols, and he said that if Kid Cudi isn't on Rodeo, he's not going to release Rodeo. And obviously, Travis Scott, his name is Travis Scott. His original name is actually Jock Webster, but he changed his name to Travis Scott. I don't know where the Travis comes from, but the Scott comes from Scott Mescudi, which is Kid Cudi's real name.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, huge Travis Scott fan, huge Kid Cudi fan, rather, and a lot of influence of Kid Cudi. Go ahead.
What do you expect on this album sound-wise? I feel like he kind of previewed it a little bit in Days Before Rodeo, because this sound, I don't know how to explain it to the naked eye. Somebody who's never listened to it before, but it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's exactly, dude. I have no idea what his sound's gonna be like on this next album. I have a little bit of we've heard some snippets of what it's gonna be like, but it's gonna continuously change. It's a lot like Kanye, like we just talked about. Oh, excuse me. It's a lot like Kanye. We just talked about, who's always trying to invent new, creative, cool shit. Like this vibe, this continuously pushing this different vibe. Because in order to stay, if you want to keep doing things in music and keep advancing music and keep progressing as an artist, you're gonna need to create new shit, and that's all about what Travis Scott is. He's about new shit, a new wave. He's a lot like an artist, Party Next Door. If you don't know, a huge fan of Party Next Door.
We'll talk about it further podcasts.
Yeah, just this sound, this creative, artistic kind of approach to things, and a lot of people are losing respect for rap. Because you don't hear a lot of real ragers in rap anymore. You don't hear a lot of real angst and this kind of anger that's behind a lot of teens and it's behind a lot of younger people. You see it in
Kendrick Lamar
a little bit, yeah. But Travis Scott's all about that. He's about this raging kind of like Rage Against the Machine, 90s, that kind of feel to it. It has that similar feel to it. It's this kind of like, we're all kids. It doesn't matter what color skin you got. We're all showing up to a Travis Scott show to rage. I mean, that's why you're going to a Travis Scott show, and it's all about the vibe. And I can't say enough about him being as creative as an artist as he is. Yep. And I'm so pumped for his next album.
Any predictions when it's coming out?
I don't know. I've heard some stuff about this month.
Don't get teased.
He's been tweeting a lot. He's been tweeting some mysterious stuff. But anyways, for those of you who are listening, Days Before Rodeo, go home and download that shit right now. Go listen to Mamacita, Skyfall, and Drugs You Should Try It, and you cannot tell me you're not going to want to listen to this goddamn artist this summer.
We'll leave it with a wrap at that. Mike, I'm just going to say this for now. Mike's a member at NLBA, a new member. But I expect a lot more from him, not only with these music reviews and this knowledge that he brings to NLBA. He brings such a different feel, and that's what we're doing here at NLBA. We're bringing different guys with different views and different skills. And Mike's got a skill here, and I'm not saying that he's going to be coming out with music, but he's got the talent for it, and he's going to be on this podcast a lot, I feel like, because if people want to listen to music, you got to give the people what they want to hear. And they want to hear some music talk, Mikey's got it for you. And thank you for listening if you made it this far. This was a very rough blueprint, like I'll say this whole time. And these next couple podcasts we're just going to keep improving. We're going to keep building the site, building our members, building the team for here at NLBA. And if you have any questions in my future podcasts, have any suggestions, please just comment back. If you want to be on the show, just link me up, baby. I'll talk about anything. The show is an open book. And we're gonna be having a lot of fun at the show, and we're gonna be having a lot of fun here at NLBA. So that's a wrap.